Much to talk about St David's Day. Amy Dowden, hello.
Good morning. Happy St David's Day.
What does St David's Day mean to you?
Oh, do you know what? Obviously, it's celebrating Wales, but I used to love it growing up as a child because we'd have what's called like Steddfords in school, which is a day of competitions, and you put into team houses. I was always in the Caradog house, which is yellow team. So good luck to everybody at St Kenneth School today, my old school.
What does the yellow team mean?
You just put into
what do you do?
Teams, and like there's the folk dancing competition, like a poem competition, creative dance. I always used to win the folk and.
Did you win all dancing competitions? All was it just?
School,
oh no, here comes
school.
Amy. It's...
No, and I used to get all my friends involved as well.
Ah, okay.
And I was team captain with a really good friend of mine, Debbie Baldwin. We were team captains of Caradog, and we won a big shield for our house.
There must be lots of other little kids who just, when they see you doing what you do now and being on Strictly, go, I once came second to her in whenever it was, and then the year after I came second, and there's probably loads of those people.
But there's loads of competitions. There's like Welsh cake baking, instrumental competition, poem reading. Yes.
You
really
like
fun.
competing, don't you?
Yeah, I love it. I'm so competitive.
Well, the good thing is, your new programme, right, even though, like, you compete on Strictly, that's where people know you, this new programme you've got actually is for people who don't dance, who are petrified of dancing, which is, you know, in public as well, and they really put themselves out. It's called Dare to Dance. We can have a look because it's just been a very, very interesting journey for them and for you, Amy.
Chloe's doing an amazing job loosening up Richard's hips, but I can't let them have all the fun.
Yes, how are you? Nice to see you.
Thank you. How are you? How's it going?
Yeah, getting it.
Can I have a little look at what you've done?
Yes, absolutely. Should we go from the top? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That's it.
Stop.
3, 2.
I want you to think of roll it.
Okay.
Feel my hip here. I'm going roll.
Okay.
Did you get that?
You've got two hips, no one. Yeah, let's use them both. If you don't feel like you need a hip replacement by the end of this, you haven't worked hard enough.
Okay.
And a roll, roll, and roll, roll. Yes! Because then I get a little bottom action, which is lovely.
There's a lot to love about that, Amy, a firefighter being taught to dance, all good. Can you just share something with us? Because people know you have been unwell. We're in a good place now,
Yes,
right?
we are, yeah.
Just so if anyone doesn't know, how are you now?
So in my last MRI, it showed no evidence of disease, which is the best I could have hoped for. I won't get the all clear for 5 years, especially because I've got a hormone-fed cancer. But yeah, it's the best I could have hoped for. I'm smiling, I got a spring in my step. I will need treatment once a month for 5 years, which is normal because I need to shut down all my hormones, and so it doesn't feed the cancer. But no, I'm delighted. Life resumes for me.
Well, the reason I do it that way round is because we were looking at that clip of you inspiring other people. You were just saying that when that was being filmed, you had just had your diagnosis, so you were going through quite something yourself while inspiring others.
Yeah, so I found the lump and I started filming, and I was just waiting for my results. But I'd met all the incredible contributors. They'd all agreed to take on the challenge. And in the back of my mind all the way was, what am I going to do if this is cancer? And when I was, unfortunately diagnosed, but the production team, Jackie, Jack, Tom, all of them worked so hard to make it still happen. And I also didn't want to take this opportunity away from these amazing people.
Yeah, you could have made it about you, couldn't you? It could have been your story alongside theirs, but there's no mention of it.
I didn't want cancer to affect them and their journey. You know, this is a celebration of them. So, yeah, we worked really hard. We managed to do quite a bit of filming before my operation. Then I called upon my Strictly family to help whilst I was recovering from my mastectomy. And then we managed to get it all filmed before I started chemo. And it was exactly what I needed. And, yeah, I just can't wait for everybody to see the show. They're all going to fall in love with each of the contributors. And every episode is so different because we're going on their personal journey. Yeah, I'm so excited.
It's interesting because we saw that clip there, that's from episode 1. And that gentleman, I've forgotten his name.
Richard.
He could dance. Like, he was a good street dancer. I saw him bust his moves in front of you, in the fire, at the fire station, in front of a fire engine. But then even his journey, I actually don't like that word, but his progress, he almost looked professional, didn't he? Because you partnered him up with one.
And I had to get him out of his street hip-hop ways because actually, you know, you're posh to everything as a ballroom and Latin dancer's not that way.
What was it you said? Don't look like all hunched up like
this. I had him moving his hips. But he was phenomenal. And his message was brilliant. You know, this is a strapping guy who goes to the gym and he wanted to show that everybody can dance. He's a firefighter and, you know, boys can dance too and to try and, you know, tackle the bullies. And I think he really delivers a strong message.
Because he used to go for secret dance lessons, didn't he, when he was at school?
Yeah. And honestly, like, we ended up giving him some big lifts, you know, lots of turns. Like, we really challenged Richard. And do you know what? He's competitive himself. And when he agreed to do the challenge, he was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going all in.
Something tells me the greatest buzz is when I'm trying to be delicate about my language, when they have the least original skill set. Those who are finding it most uncomfortable, and then you just give them a little bit of something, and whatever they achieve at the end of it, it's all a win, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so rewarding. And going on the journey with them, you have moments where they're crying and they don't believe themselves. So then there's that moment where it just clicks and you can just see and their confidence develops. And then watching all their family's reaction because they have no idea when they come out and perform. Oh, it's honestly, it's insane. It's lush, as we'd say in Wales.
It's a great word. Got to ask you, obviously, you're still very much part of the Strictly family. Is that the ambition that you get back? Because you've got to work on your fitness. You're still being treated, of course. And I imagine you're brilliantly fit, but that treatment would have affected you.
This is the longest I've never danced for since May. So, yeah, I need to get my body back into it. And obviously, my body's been through so much with chemo, so it's building up gradually. But I have missed it so much. Like, I used to go and support them, and it was bittersweet. You know, I was supporting my best friends, but I didn't want anything more than to be on that dance floor. It was so cruel. So, yeah, that's the aim. If they'll have me back, to be back on that dance floor with my best friends, doing what I love most, yeah, later this year.
Wishing you all the best, Amy.
Thank
A little bit of space over there, by the way, because Matt was doing the weather
Yes,
earlier,
the
and he did say there's enough room.
Mike Bushell. We can get him to do his quick step again, shall we?
There's a thought. He's out there somewhere.
And you know you'll never say no.
No, I
never
know.
says no. Amy, it's lovely seeing you. So glad.
you.
So pleased for you.
Thank you so much.
The programme is Dare to Dance on the iPlayer, BBC One in Wales, 7 p.m. on Friday, the 1st of March.
Today, St.
Which
David's
is
Day.
today. I was thinking, that's today.
We never
That is
quite
today.
remember that, even though we say it.